I can hardly believe that our culture is seriously struggling to answer this question. Now, if you haven't viewed Matt Walsh's documentary, it's about 90 minutes in length, and I'll admit it's hard to watch for a number of reasons, but primarily because people are extremely confused about their identity. By the way, you're tuned into Actual Faith. My name is Jeremy. This channel and podcast is committed to building the faith of Christians through a biblical worldview. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you're enjoying the content, and please consider sharing it as well. And remember, faith is not a blind leap of ignorance into the dark. Actual faith is trusting and believing the unknown because of the known. Let's jump into my critique of this interesting film. So Walsh interviews common people off the streets, transgender people, and even experts in the fields of gender, identity studies, politics, medicine, and therapists to get a clear answer to the question, what is a woman? The simple question gets a lot of I don't knows and vague answers that signify feelings rather than scientific facts. Why is that? Anyone who claims that science affirms two genders are considered dinosaurs and even transphobic by today's standards. And here is the most devastating part of the film. We learn that minors are being allowed to undergo sex change surgeries. Some of them even regret it later and attempt to reverse their physical appearance again, leaving them depressed, more confused, and often self-harming or suicidal. I've read that above 50% of transgender people attempt suicide. In my opinion, I think Walsh did well asking good leading questions and follow-up questions while keeping his composure. He even dug into the roots of where he believes gender confusion was propagated. And at the end of the film, he does get a concise answer to his question. But then the credits roll and the film is over. Other than going into unnecessary detail about the perversion of some of the sick people he referenced, I am critical of the fact that Walsh does not seem to be sensitive to children who are really questioning who they are, nor does he give any answers to finding true identity. He points out the problems, but he doesn't give a solution. And here's the thing, it appears as though Walsh's target audience are meant to be conservative and share his beliefs. I don't think it will do anything to change people who hold different beliefs, which I think is a missed opportunity. Walsh began the film by asking an important question: what is truth? He even talks about identity briefly. However, he had the chance to discuss the critical topic of identity and personhood. See, if people cannot grasp the most basic scientific fact of what gender is, they will hardly look deeper into metaphysical questions. How you are matters. How you feel matters. However, sometimes who you are does not always align with how you feel. Today, culture is just obsessed with chasing feelings rather than pursuing truth. Does this mean that feelings don't matter? Of course not. They certainly do, but feelings can be deceiving, especially when immaturity is involved. Part of our human development is learning how to align our feelings with reality. Now, why do I think most of our culture cannot answer the most basic question, what is a woman? Because if one begins making truth claims, those truths must be sourced or grounded somewhere. There is a general fear, I believe, of people being accountable to truth. If you can keep the lines blurred, nobody can call a foul on you. But Christianity restores the image of God on your life through identifying in Jesus Christ. Galatians 2:20 says, I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live. Yet not I, but Christ liveth in me. In the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by faith of the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. After one asks the question, what is truth? The logical question arises, where does truth come from? Find out more about truth and identity in Christ by watching this video.